Sup y'all, welcome back to another video by me, xthina.
OG K-pop stan since 1998.
Alright, so with my whole Taeyeon upcoming discovery journey, meaning checking out all of her music videos I haven't seen, which is quite a lot, and with the help with a lot of y'all in the comment section, I've decided to, after this video, to start doing her journey in chronological order. Because like with Twice's, I did theirs in reverse chronological order, which was actually kind of interesting to see like the current and then, you know, see where they came from like to the past. But yeah, with Taeyeon's, I'm going to do it in chronological order to see where she started, and from what I was told by a lot of y'all, that her music is very versatile. So it's interesting to start from, you know, the beginning with I and up to INVU. So yeah, speaking of INVU, the dance practice came out. So yeah, remember how I freaked out for the music video? Especially, oh, seeing even Lino freaked out, he fell. So yeah, I freaked out in the music video reaction, not just for her and her aesthetics, but for the dance as well. So now I get to see it in full detail. Whenever I watch dance practices, I watch it first, the full, you know, no pausing or talking for the performance effect. And then I watch it again, where I will pause and talk about things that I like. So let me go ahead and zip it here and hit the play button for Taeyeon's INVU dance practice. Quick pause. Before we get started, I would like to give a little shout out to all of my Captain Jack Sparrows over my Patreon for the extra X11 support. I hope y'all know how much I appreciate y'all's extraness.
That's going to be the best part I've ever seen.
Alright, let's get it. Look at her starting in this pose. Wow. That buttery meltiness. Yes. Woo! Woo! Oh, Taeyeon is a freak. King Taeyeon. Like y'all say, yes, that flick. Oh my god! Oh my god! I have such a crush on her. Oh my god, this part again! Oh my. I'm gonna say a lot. That dude, oh my gosh. Ooh, that level change. Oh! Oh gosh. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this. Yes, the dancers, the way they spin and pose. Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh gosh, this choreography is so vibey. Oh my gosh, and then she ends it in that same pose as she started. Okay. xthina, stop being annoying. This choreography is even better than I thought it was. Okay. Throughout the reaction, I felt myself shaking my head a lot. So I'm sorry that got annoying, and maybe it was not the right day to wear these earrings because they make noise, and yeah. So but anyway, back to the point. The choreography, they move like a freaking school of fish. Usually in School of Fish, I mean, pardon me, I'm no fish or ocean expert or anything, but from what I've seen in documentaries and stuff, and Finding Nemo, whenever you see the School of Fish move, I sometimes will see like the part of the School of Fish will move first, and then the others follow. So it's like Taeyeon, King Taeyeon, as y'all say in the comments, she was like the one that activated the School of Fish to move so beautifully. The choreography, the dancers, first of all, they're lovely. The way they move, they're lovely. And the choreography of what the dancers do, that accentuates what Taeyeon does. That's why I say it's very School of Fishy. Like, she's the School of Fishy. Taeyeon is like the activator of this School of Fish to go and, go with the flow. And the choreography is just so beautiful. There's a lot of work with isolation, texture, control, feels. It's so aesthetic. It's an aesthetically beautiful choreography. I know the word aesthetics is kind of overused, but when the word is due, I'm gonna say it. And this choreography, and especially the way Taeyeon performed it with her just king-like attitude, it's perfect for INVU. Yeah, no, I don't say the word perfect a lot, and when I do, there's a reason. Tan. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it a second time around, and this is where I'll pause and talk about certain parts that I want to talk about. So here we go with the second time of watching INVU dance practice. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. The dancers, they have like this mannequin kind of pose, and even on the bottom, they're like, it's not natural. I think I said that in the music video, that there is a lot of movement that's not natural to the human body, but I find that beautiful. There's something very artistically contorted, is that the word I'm looking for, about it. Yeah, even the beginning pose. Okay, yeah, and I love the way everything Taeyeon does is slow. She activates them to move, her slow control of her hand. See what I mean by her being like the activator of the School of Fish moving? It's like everything she does, the whole head turn slow at the beginning, and all of a sudden they move, anything she does is like she controls everything that happens. So I really love that power aspect. Her little finger wagging, they all do that. I love it, because Taeyeon, she's the head of the School of Fish. She's like doing her strut to this part of the song, and in the background you see the dancers that are coming, like strutting with her. They're doing like this tutting kind of thing, and they're doing it for the flow of how she's singing. It's very cool, and let's rewatch this part, the way it starts. Gosh damn, the dancers, seriously, like, they are highlighting her so well. I love the movement here. Tutting. They do this swivel thing, and then they go from down to up, and then they hit it again to go back down. Wait. Hold on. Wow, that is a very creative formation change there. So, the dancers are doing all this like swivel kind of movement here. And as they're doing it, they're still doing choreography, but as they're doing the whole swivel thing up and down, they're like kind of slowly changing formation from one side to the other, and even different lines too. It's so like, it's such a dainty move. It's so little, but it like works with the isolation. It's so beautiful. It's so artistic. I love that. Oh my god, this is beautiful. The mirroring, how they changed up the musicality feels here, because right here is all on like the big swivels, big movement, and then the whole hips thing, dun, 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 like they changed up the feels there. giving something new for us to see. This is all slow, big movement. Then gosh, y'all see that? Taeyeon went up first and she did the bounce, and after she did her 1, 2, then the dancers bounced too. I'm telling you, she's the activator. Watch. Yes. Whew. Gosh, damn, this whole pre-chorus choreography is it's so satisfying. I don't need to keep finding other words because satisfying is good enough for me to describe how I feel about this part. I didn't go back. The perfect mirroring, them coming to her and still accentuating Taeyeon. So much formation changes. That isolation point there, the and they isolate from the shoulders there. That is, it's very cool. Let me try to point out the shoulder. Oh, seriously, the fact they go like here, they isolate just from the shoulder point. Okay, imagine when they hit that point, right? They isolate around where they put that point. Hopefully that makes sense. That's what I mean by isolation, because they stuck it there, and then the way they move it around where they stuck at that point. And then it continues, and then it goes to the hips, and they all of a sudden turn the other way. It's so beautiful. I want to learn this, but I won't be this good. See? Stuck the point. Sure. Yes. And this whole thing, more isolation, and that's like a nice little isolated part because they do the and they do it here or here. Everything is like, it moves in a very hinge-like concept. I really hope everything I'm saying makes sense, like the whole point, isolating around the point, or the whole like hinge of the whatever they're doing here. It's so cool. It's so avant-garde. I think that's the word I've been looking for ever since I played this. Changing musicality feels too here. Ooh, and the fact that as Taeyeon does this, as she slides, like does her little, king turn there. It's like she activates them to do their spin, strike a pose. That's why I freaked out the first time, because just that effect is so artistic. Nice. Creating more just beautiful visuals with the formations here, like the whole stick. That is, everything's very teamwork-ish. And then there's her little dip here for that little low part in her voice. I really appreciate that. It makes sense because her voice goes deeper, like lower, and then she goes lower in the formation. That level change, effective AF. Yes. Like it's such a nice thing for her to do as a soloist here, as the dancers use this part of what she's doing to change formation. This whole damn domino. Yes. Let me say it again. Gosh, the musicality. First is like dun 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 dun, domino domino dun 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 domino dun 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 dun, and then they do that whole head thing again. I'm just really focusing on the musicality on this point because of the fact that the choreography really helps highlight this. Yes. And this, so remember beginning, they were all like, I think she was in the middle in the first part that they did this. And right here, she's on the side and in the front of them. And they're still doing that whole choreography where they do the hips and this. And her being on the front and on the side, and as she's doing this, it's like as if she's like controlling them with what they're doing here. It gives that vision. Beautiful. Yes. That's so awesome. First, they were all behind her. Look at dancers. Shout out. I almost hurt myself bending like that, but y'all look so awesome. It's definitely just very contorted awesomeness. A natural bending in the body, but they make it look so beautiful. Okay, let me talk about the formation changes here. So they're all behind her. They come out for this. They switch. They form a circle. They switch through. All of a sudden there's a V. They do all that and then they hit the ta da da, like they do their legs back to kind of like turn back and they're mirrored. And she's like, it's so satisfying. Even their little, I'm always gonna point out isolation when I see it done completely well. And right here, the way they hit their arms and then they go up, it's another thing where they hit the point. Like they stick a point and then they isolate from that point. Instead of doing this and then going up and your hand going with it, they stick the isolated point and then they lift themselves up. So right here. See how they get up with the arm instead of the arm moving? Shoulder point isolation, turn to the other side. Yes. Oh my god. Seriously, this is such a fun choreography. Again, the spin and pose. See? She looks like she's performing magic here. The way she like slowly lowered them down, and then what they're doing is what she's like controlling the choreography. The movement. There's so much nice movement. Again, more of the controlling of the choreography. Making a circle for her to walk back in. I noticed that the first time around too. See, it's like she finds her little door as they swivel. You know, what's those things whenever you go to a hotel and you go through in and out, those swiveling doors? What's the word I'm looking for? That's basically kind of what they did, and she like walked in. The slow-mo, the feels. I love the vibe here, the way King Taeyeon is just doing her thing, and they're like doing this like more simpler choreography, but it's nice to see a simple, because if they were doing a lot of extra stuff, I think it would kind of distract my eye away from what Taeyeon is, you know, her little finale glow here. So I like the balance of that, where King Taeyeon's doing her thing and they're doing like a vibey choreography. I even love her outfit that she's performing in. Right back into that freaking beginning, like the floor, unnatural pose, the mannequin pose, Taeyeon doing her thing. Yeah, I told y'all, I knew this choreography was gonna beat. Okay, actually no. I knew this choreography was gonna be super awesome, but I didn't know it was gonna make me talk this much and freak out this much. And yeah, I kept saying the word beautifully contorted and stuff, but I think the word that I was looking for was avant-garde, and the complete definition of that is new and unusual or experimental ideas, especially in the arts or the people introducing them. So yeah, just something basically innovative. It's a word that I always used whenever Lady Gaga had her, like, you know, paparazzi time. I don't know if that's like exposing my age or anything, but yeah, Lady Gaga during her paparazzi-ish kind of time, she was very experimental and stuff that she did. And I feel like Taeyeon, now that she is furthering her career as a soloist, she's gotten to her maturing and very experimental stage. When I first heard INVU, I was like, oh my god, Taeyeon, like this is so different and I love it. And the choreography follows up on the difference that I feel in Taeyeon. Alright guys, well thank you so much for checking out this video here with me on my YouTube. I hope you have a great day, and until the next video coming up, peace.